First, you have to rinse out your pipette 3 times before your experiment.
A meniscus is the curve in the upper surface of a liquid close to the opening of the container or object. This occurs because of surface tension in the glassware. To read the volume, one must first hold the glassware at eye level. Once the container is at eye level, the meniscus can be found. The measurement of the liquid is determined by the lowest point of the curve.
And what's that, Anna?
The meniscus.
Yeah, the meniscus.
So the reading.
Oh, 9.87.
During the first experiment, we used a graduated cylinder and a pipette to tell which one was better to use when measuring. And what we measured was the density, which is the mass over the volume. We found that the pipette was more accurate. It was the one closer to zero, and the graduated cylinder may have more to put in it, but when calculating the density, the pipette proved to be a greater reading. When comparing the concentration between the stock solution and the diluted solution, we can compare the two by their molarity, or concentration. The formula that proves this idea is the initial concentration times the initial volume is equal to the final concentration times the final volume. The molarity formula says that C1, the initial concentration, and V1, the initial volume, are equal to C2, the final concentration, times V2, the final volume. Your stock solution is the substance that you're working with, or essentially the substance that you're wishing to dilute. One way that you can take this is you have your lowest volume, V1, and your highest concentration, C1, of the stock solution on the initial side. Therefore, when you dilute the stock solution, you're adding another substance, in this case water, to the stock solution. When adding water, you're increasing the volume, automatically placing the higher volume, V2, on the final part of the equation. When you dilute the stock solution, you're decreasing the initial concentration of the stock solution, causing the lower concentration, C2, to automatically be placed on the final side of the equation. During the second experiment, we took 20% of the sugar solution and mixed it with X amount of the stock solution in order to form a final volume of 25 milliliters. Each time we used a different amount in order to find the different dilutions of each amount of water that we initially started with. Not only in just today's lab, but every lab, make sure to wear proper laboratory attire and to make sure that after you finish all of your experiments, your laboratory space is to be properly cleaned and all excess reagent is to be properly disposed of.